I recently uploaded a video discussing the whole port debate involving Ultimate. It was mostly well received, but I wanted to take the time to address some critique and confusion, as well as give my personal opinion on the matter since I remained fairly neutral throughout the video. Let's start with that. Do I think Ultimate is a port? Not really, no. When Ultimate was first revealed, I was under the opinion that it was, but I had changed my outlook on the matter within about a week, not because of future directs or any additional information concerning the game, but because as the debate continued, I asked myself, okay, what does this word mean to me? Is that definition fair? And if so, should Ultimate be regarded as such? I decided my current definition of port was too vague, and Ultimate was too different of a situation from something I did consider to be a port, which is something even said in the previous video. A main point of contention throughout the video was discussing what a port even is to begin with. This is something that, even among all of us who agree Ultimate is a new game, is generally in dispute. There were hundreds of comments of viewers giving their definition of the word, all of which being slightly, if not greatly different from one another. There was a comment left by Omni, and yes, that Omni, aka the guy who made everyone think Rayman would be in Smash, and for the record, he absolutely should be, who left an insightful comment, which I'll summarize here. A port is a pre-existing game that is ported to different hardware, while an enhanced port is the original experience, but with additions that do not alter said experience significantly. This is more or less the conclusion I came to myself, which is why I personally don't believe Ultimate is either a port or an enhanced port. But here's the deal. While this is a classification I think most people can agree with, not everyone is me, and not everyone is Omni. And considering I saw comments that read out like, guys look, it's not complicated, a port is, and then they proceeded with a description I know I certainly don't agree with. I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't agree with the classification I would give these words. It wasn't just the word port that initiated contention. There was a lot of critique over how I use the term groundwork. I've been using the term I guess the same way I'd use the word base, as to say, they used Smash 4 as a base for Ultimate, and changed things from there. This was something said by Sakurai himself, or at least that's how I perceived it. However, there was even debate on what that meant. Given there are so many people who came to the same conclusion, with such a large number of different understandings of these words, is why I believe this topic is worth discussing. But until we can all agree on a definition, there will always be debates on what games are ports and which ones are not. More than anything, this is why I didn't want to go with a conclusion that took a side. It's proven itself to be, even now, a divisive topic. Because yes, I still got several comments of people who still regard it as a port, and that's okay. As mentioned in the video, the original script was done right after the E3 reveal. Of course, by the time I finished all the editing, the whole debate had mostly died down. Nonetheless, the reason I still thought the video itself was relevant and still worth uploading, besides the fact I hadn't uploaded anything in over a year, was because of discussion of what is a port, especially the conclusion of agreeing to disagree, having a debate without pointing fingers, is not something exclusive to Ultimate's port debate. It's something that can, and I personally believe should, be applied to many things. The point of the video wasn't to choose a side and then rag on the other for a straight 15 minutes. My attempt was to illustrate that, whether you disagree or not with another opinion, there were arguments on both sides, most of which fueled by the ambiguity of words used within said debate. Instead of trying to understand why someone would think something, most people seem content just calling someone they disagree with a retard or whatever, and then starting an argument. More than anything, that is what I was trying to shine a light on and hopefully minimize. But given how many comments I got like this, I suppose the video was a failure in that sense, and I take responsibility for not conveying things in the clearest manner. But some people were saying that the video insinuates that it's a port, while others thought I was insinuating that it wasn't. To me, that just means I wasn't clear enough with my points. Either that, or people were just hearing what they wanted to hear, or rather what they didn't want to hear. In conclusion to this video, however, I think it's fair to critique a game on the amount of effort that's gone into it, which for Ultimate, given the time frame, is a lot. But thinking lesser of a game because you see it as a port is a little petty. Likewise, going off on someone because you disagree with their classification of a game, especially when their general disposition is positive anyway, is also petty. The big takeaway is that this whole debate started because of everyone's differing self-imposed definitions of particular terminologies. As such, before debating whether or not a game like Ultimate is this or that, why someone considers whichever game to be a port or not should be taken into consideration first and foremost. Otherwise, you're more or less fighting over nothing. Anyways, if you're someone who enjoyed that video, then thank you, and I'm glad you liked it. If not, then hopefully this clears some questions up. And if you hated that video and this one, then I don't know what to tell you. This like button is downstairs and to the right. This is the last time I'll be discussing this topic, so even for those who disagreed with what I said, thank you for hearing me out. And at the very least, I hope something I said made you think. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and until next time, have a good one.